So what do we have here? This is Peugeot 407. This is automatic transmission, um, 2004 model. So it belongs to a client, and so we bought the vehicle for check and repairs. So started the diagnosis yesterday. Um, so today is Sunday, 28th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 28th January 2024. So started the diagnosis yesterday, and found some issues. So one of them is the timing is off. At least according to the scan tool, the timing is not correct. So um, I didn't want to go to the easiest one to access to check is the camshaft position sensor, the two of them, because it's pointing at the two. It's saying both are reporting something is off with the timing. So because of that, the engine basically has I could say the power has been dropped into like half. The engine power, the normal engine power. So driving this car now feels as if you are driving EW10 J4 engine in a 407. So it basically doesn't have that V6 power anymore, which usually comes up once the timing is off. So it's one of the symptoms. So so we'll have to check the timing. By doing that, we'll replace the timing belt. So and also the auxiliary belt. The client actually bought this vehicle recently, so he now brought it to me to look at it and recommend what needs to be done. So that is one of them. So we change the timing belt in the process, correct if truly the issue is from here, not the camshaft position sensor. So correct, get the timing correct, right, and change auxiliary belt. The current auxiliary belt is okay, but not the genuine one. So I've gotten both the OEM auxiliary belt and the timing belt, which you are swapping with. And so now yesterday, okay, the water level is still okay. Yesterday when they bought the vehicle, the engine was actually overheating, and I looked at it. There was no fluid inside the reservoir. It was basically somewhere here. That was where I found. Um, so I don't know what make the fluid to drop, fluid level to drop. Um, it's possible there's a small leakage somewhere. So I will probably will look at least we'll check the timing. No, not the timing. The water pump. We will remove the timing chamber covers to be sure that nothing is wrong with the timing with the water pump. If so look at it as well, just to be sure the issue is not from that side. So that's another second issue to we need to find where the leak is coming from. Then the next one, um, this VVT solenoid variable electro valve. So now one of them is leaking oil, so we need to change it. Now I'll also look at the spark plug. From what I gather from you, he hasn't done any work on the car ever since he bought the car. So this will likely be the first work to be done. The car was actually good. It's actually good as looking at the vehicle, yeah. In good condition in terms of the electrical. Well, so far what I've checked, electricals are okay, not abused. So yeah, you got a good deal. So look at the spark plugs to be sure this is the correct plugs that are meant to be there. If not, we change it. On the scan, it only shows one cylinder misfire. but at the time of driving the vehicle, the misfire was not there. So it seems that one has been sorted out. It will be an old fault. What next? Oh, then we change the engine oil. Those ones are kind of minor repairs. Then the next big repair to be done on the car is the suspension. The front suspensions are basically gone. So we'll have to, the way I usually do it, drop everything, jack the vehicle up, remove everything that has to do with front suspension on the front end, inspect, and then recommend what needs to be replaced. Then we'll do that. Most likely we are going to the rear, but we want to deal with the front. Remember, for us, usually the front end can give you a nightmare once there's a fault there. While I was driving, I didn't feel much symptom coming from the rear in terms of the suspension. So our focus will be on the front. Even if we go to the rear, that will be much later after we've done with the front suspension. And so look at it. That one, this is what might even cost much. The major part of the repairs that will consume financially. So that's why I want to focus on the front. Because basically, the car was just dancing around, and from the look of things, the shock absorbers were also probably weak. So we'll see. The next one, we also most likely we're going to change the ATF on the automatic transmission. Then the brakes, we are going to drain this ATF out. No, the brake fluid out. Let me see. The brake, the effect was very bad when I was driving when I drove the car. The brake is not, doesn't have that V6. I think the battery terminal is not even far from me. I want to open the boots. Since this is having partial contact, probably by the time I'll finish the main work, I'll come and check here to be sure the wires, none of them is as cut. So you can see this. So it's most likely this is what the previous owner was using. Number one, this is .3, it's not the recommended fluid. So .4 is recommended, and also these are fake. I don't think you ever see original of this in the country anymore, especially in this container. It was during the time of 504 that I used to see this. So anyone you see now, I don't trust any of them. So my point is, we are going to drain or flush the entire calipers, the entire old fluid out, starting from here. The brake fluid reservoir, drain everything out to the calipers, and I use a fresh brake fluid, which is I prefer total .4 brake fluid. So we use it, drain everything. Then the front part, it hasn't worn, but I don't think it's the high quality one. So when we remove while doing the suspension work, I'll look at the brand. If it's not the brand that I know that works very well on this car, the V6 407, we'll remove it. Actually, I've collected the OEM. So if you have a 407 V6, always go for that OEM. Trust me, you'll be surprised. Even if not that OEM, just go for TV, what's it called? TRW. Yeah, go for TRW brands. I mean, I don't know if any other brand, which is possible, but TRW, man, on this particular car, you'll be surprised the effects of the brake, especially on the front end. So that about it. Then the two front are also showing ABS wheel sensor issue. So we'll first look at the bearing on the hub in case it's faulty. So of course, while doing suspension, we'll pull everything out. So look at the bearing. If it's okay, then we'll change the sensor. If any of the bearing is bad, then probably replace either the bearing or the hub. Is there another work? We'll see. Like the engine mask, we'll also look at all those things. Those ones probably might not know it now yet. From here, this one is okay. We don't know about this. This is the original one. I don't know about the one under this side. And the gearbox mount. I didn't feel the sign of weakness when I drove the car, so it's most likely still okay. So I hope I remember all the things I noted that we're going to do. So of course, when it comes to this kind of repairs, when you start, some things might be coming up. But so far, those are the major works to be done on the car. So if I look at here, it's going to consume some money, but after then the owner will eventually enjoy the car. From the check I did yesterday, the engine is sound, it's not smoking, even though there is basically no power, but I know the issue is not the engine itself. I believe it's the timing. So as it is, the owner doesn't know the current oil in the engine. Like I said, he got the car recently, so he hasn't changed any oil. So I recommended that 5W40, both 5W40 and 10W40. Those that B71229C. So, and most likely I'll get the 5W40 for the engine. Even though I explained to him the downside of using 5W40. Even though I use it, I'm okay with the downside. The downside is you tend to have more oil leak on the engine with 5W40 than 10W40, and it's okay with that. So trust me, you enjoy it with that 5W. It makes the engine much quieter, and especially your driving style. The way I drive, I need that tiny or thin synthetic, full synthetic oil. I need it. Okay, so I think that's it basically. That's it. So the transmission, sure, when I drove it, there was this symptom I was getting, when the gearbox is downshifting. Sometimes make this thought sound boom, so maybe changing the ATF will fix it. Because when I scanned the automatic transmission ECU, it didn't show any fault relating to like valve body or anything. Though it mentioned something about the gear lever lock mechanism, and of course the ABS warning came up there. These two front wheel issues came up there, and of course engine communication, engine ECU communicating with the transmission ECU, temporal issue, which usually will come up if there's a misfire. So that one. So that was these are the few things he showed there. So it's most likely there's nothing wrong. So we'll drain the ATF. Hopefully we'll get the ATF, drain it, but that will be the last work we'll do before we now know what to do. What if that will solve the problem. Okay, so I'll update you guys when the as work progresses. Alright. So we started work. So first thing we are dealing with is the changing of the auxiliary belt and the timing belt. So um, so remove the timing chamber covers. So about two of the camshaft timing marks, they are not set. Not way off completely, but a little bit off. So meanwhile, the shock absorber on this side, the front right side, can see oil here. It's dead. So so we remove the belt. We checked. There's no sign of coolant or water leak from the water pump. So that rules out water pump as the source of the leak. Maybe there is not actually leak, or maybe a major leak there on the vehicle. That's on the coolant. So okay, so I'll keep you guys updated. So we are removing the old timing belt. So let's check some of the parts I've gathered for the work. So this is the old timing belt. Oh, the new timing belt. Already opened it, and so how many? 259 teeth. So you can see this is Peugeot. The part number 81. This is Peugeot part number 081683. Okay. So this is the auxiliary belt OEM 5750 YZ. This is Peugeot part number production 2020. 60K 1603. Now the factory one is 1590, the size, but for some reason I prefer this 1603. That's what I've been using most of now. So this is the ABS switch sensors. We don't know yet. All we know that two in the front are showing faulty, so we'll know until we mount it. We'll not know. So this is the front OEM breakers. So I'll first confirm that the ones there are actually TRW. If they are not TRW, then we'll put this on. So this one should be TRW. Okay. So you can see it here. You can see where they usually engrave the TRW. You can see it. So this is something I need to confirm first before I mount it. Okay, so I don't think this is TRW. Based on where this one is written. You can see it's written here. It's engraved here TRW. Why this one has nothing here, so we are putting the new tag. Okay, so keep you updated. Okay, so so we removed the old belt like I mentioned earlier, put the new belt, but when we now got to the tensioner, the timing tensioner, we now realize it's actually faulty. We removed it. So So this is it. Yeah, so this is the tensioner. As you can see they will widen this space, messed it up, you know. So it couldn't tension well anymore, you know. So it's damaged. So what will now happen is we'll have to change it. I've even seen the cost. Because of what they were doing here, so this thing now expanded and is touching this arrow. So because of that, it can't go beyond. Once you get to this page to hook. Anyway, so look for a used one. We can't get new one anymore. So look for a used timing tensioner for it. So today being Sunday, we're going to suspend all the work. What's the time now? Somebody is even calling me. It's about 1:20 p.m. 28 January 2024. So I think we'll call it a day. So tomorrow, what will now happen is tomorrow we'll just suspend this timing belt replacement. So focus on the suspension. Complete the suspension work before we go back to this, because this one might take a while. Okay, so that is it. So this is actually my timing belt replacement toolbox. As you can see, this is actually this side usually comes. So it was actually a gift from France. Came as a gift. When was it? Was it 2015 or 2016? So someone sent me, a friend of mine sent me this as a gift, all the way from France. And I've been enjoying it since then. So I use it to change timing belts, especially for V6. Even though you can use it for every other car, but you know, this one serves very good purpose for holding the timing belt on the crankshaft sprocket. And many other things. So okay. So I'll leave it here until we conclude the timing work. Otherwise, they're gone home with it now. Okay. So we'll leave the rest of the parts here. There's something I noticed about one of they set two ABS sensors yesterday. This particular one, I don't like it. I'll likely return it. Yeah, this thing looks like I've been used. In fact, it has been used. Either it was mounted and they didn't work, they returned it, or for some reasons, I can tell from the appearance, these are been used. Don't need anybody to tell me, show me that. So I'm not going to use it. I'm going to reject it. I mean, it's very obvious. Okay, so what will happen is while doing the suspension repairs or diagnosis, they will now check the wheel hub to be sure that the bearings are okay. So that if the bearings are okay, no need to change the sensors, because so far there is no sign of wire cut here. So it still could be the sensor, but we want to be sure. Since you are removing everything here, so we look at the bearing. If it's good enough, then we'll change the sensors, both sides. Okay, so that is it for today. So yeah, tomorrow, yeah, I will see what will happen. I might not actually be here, but maybe because of work or thereabout, I'll come and look at it. All right.